running like Nike, we got it on lock.
Money, money, I took the Billy cool back, then I hopped in the car. I put the in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And made it sit there in the road, right, wow. I'm still double, the tires, I'm in the coupe by myself. I had to kick her though when I was 5. Keep the old was on the shelf. In the fan. I'm sick and tired of me. Act like they find it, telling them lies. Acting like they the one created this and they get all this driven my guys. Yeah, Cartier eyes, Cartier coat, Cartier ass to watch. Cartier look, Cartier, Cartier spec buffalo on the side. Pussy cut diamonds, they Cartier, yeah. Cartier bad for the Cartier. Sky ring look cool with 200 the dash. Cartier jeans, ain't no way I can say. Ain't no way I'm ever gonna go out. Man, I can't go out, no way I'm gonna go out. I just grip on her and I show out. I sit like a champ and I wait on her whole lot. I just whip up a new Chanel paddock. I whip with the wrist and I don't break the door out. Turn the whole top floor to her. 100 racks and 1 2 about to flood out.
What's happening? Hey! It's your boy Lil John. The Pick Your Me Click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time now. Turn this thing on out. Now let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but then rock with it. Do it. Don't drop with it. Do a step with it. Put your hips with it. All my ladies, let me see you put a twist with it. You can't do it like me. I'm by myself. I do it so good, I don't need nobody else. What's happening? What's up? Got that fire up. What's happening? What's up? Got that in my cup. I can't think. I'm too go. Don't know how the hell I'm getting home. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey,
straight from the back, posted in the act. Got to hit the club, we've been mobbing all day. On some Jono, VIP stats. Look around the club. What do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping their fingers, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves. That's the new move. Where I'm from, we like to go dumb. I'm soaking up the game. I'm seeing how it's done. I ain't shorty what they call it. She said the pool palace. Straight from Bankhead. I said you're good at it. What you do. The more it's looking smooth, it's nothing to a boss. I can two.
Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey,
chillin' in the Bill. Yeah, we again. Bottles in again. Up the put it in the air. I'm throwing up the, let them know brand new, the old school, cause I'm feeling real cool. Yeah, I'm from the 80s, so I'm leaning and rocking, snapping my fingers, then reaching for my.
On a spot of land that was once desert, now stands the city of Glendale, and a building filled to the brim with fans, State Farm Stadium. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Arizona Cardinals. For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Street. Here we go. Hey.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Look at this, going deep right away. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. And the Bengals take over on his 5th interception of the season.
First and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Check, go! Ready,
Plowing up the middle. They're driving him closer and closer, Brock. His playmate behind the line. They're now back at the 6. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Ready? 50, hot 70, hot 70.
Second down pass play coming. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, partner, but I thought we were coming here to call an NFL game, but this has started more like a baseball game. 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. No, just kidding. Still just the first quarter here this afternoon.
Yeah, it feels like a pitcher's duel too, right? I mean, it's just a low-scoring affair here out the gate. I'll tell you what this does do, though, Kate. Right, in this world of analytics and looking at scores, this starts to screw that just conventional wisdom up. When you get an oddball like this, a safety early, just watch over the course of this game how it may affect some of the decision-making of the coaches.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Ready? Let's go now.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Ready?
Here's a design run. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Let's go.
There's a dive up the middle. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They give it to him again.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Cougar 19, Warrior 70. Rig alert, rig alert. Steady.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Brought in right side. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
Never eat shredded wheat. North, east, south, and west. Right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
Ready. 19, shot.
Must not have liked what they saw on 4th and 1 there. They're going to take a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. No kicker out there, so instead of a 46-yard field goal effort, they're going for it.
Here we go.
4th down, pass coming. Oh, it's the screen, pass complete. And that one couldn't have gone much worse, Brock. Handed a big loss on a completed 4th down pass. They're going to turn this over.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Short pass brought in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. 2nd and manageable, he's throwing. Jump off caught by his back. Past midfield to the 45. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. So 20 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Lightning, 8, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Dragon 60. Ready.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals go up by 4 here in the 1st. This play going under review by the officials. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. 65, go.
Throwing now off the play action. On him quick, and they bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. He's going to throw this one. It is caught left side. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
19 sight.
Back now, pressure coming. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Bengals go up by 4 here in the first. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
First down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
The gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter.
70 Timberwolves. Ready?
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 1 quarter away so far. 7-2 our score. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Cardinals football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And they're full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Back-to-back carries here. He cuts it to the right sideline. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Let's go.
1st down, play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Going all the way to the end zone here. And he sails that one over the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Check, hurt. Ready.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
3rd and long for him here. Has it left side block, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. I'm going to say he brought it in out. Bounds. That's going to bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Panther 6.
They're going play action. He rolls to his right. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now we've got to regroup for 2nd down.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is it was...
And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Cougar 19. Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Panther 11.
They send a man in motion.
Steady.
Fits it through the middle. Gets some space around midfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count.
Get it. 60 Eagles. 6 Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
First down, he takes the snap. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Hold the ready.
At the same spot after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion.
Mustang 19. Steady.
Throwing on 2nd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offensive line fast. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he gets it away from his end zone. Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Viking 8. Ready.
Airing it out to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Remember in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Here's a quick pass to the right side. Cup. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
To the air on 3rd and long. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Come on, set.
Here's the snap on 4th. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bengals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back, and he's in for the pick 6 for Arizona. He missed the linebacker lurking, or he thought he could challenge him there and win. A 6-point mistake, Brock, either way.
Do you know, Kate, that you use that word as a verb, and quarterbacks, when we look at coverages, we use it as a noun. He's a lurker. You said he was lurking, and he was. And if you're not aware of that lurker, that free defender who's got eyes on you, they can make you pay just as he did.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready? Count 19 Lions.
Back to the air following that pick 6. And he put everything he's got behind it. Big gain downfield. And he has this to the opposing 35. Working quickly here.
A gain of 45 yards.
19 Dagger, 19 Dagger. 18 Rattler. Ready?
Throwing now on 1st down. Going deep here for the end zone. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. But it slips through. 2nd down coming up. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Here's a throw. Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Get it. Cougar 19. Warriors 17. Go.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's back to a 1-score game now. The deficit is 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the lone back on the handoff. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Kevin Winston in on that tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
So when we come back, Brock, it's going to be 2nd and 8, so we've reached our 2-minute warning. Cardinals in front here at State Farm Stadium. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Second quarterback run here. Defense there to contain things as he tried to get it outside. No yards for him on second down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
And it's brought in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals grow their lead just before halftime.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. Nope.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. So the call's changed to an incomplete pass, and that takes a touchdown off the board.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
All right, working from the gun to Suggs. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. They'll throw to start the drive. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Pass play coming here. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. To the air now on 1st and 10. That's completed right side. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him 24 yards on that one. And the Bengals have a 1st down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And they're on him quickly there after that catch, so the game's going to be to the 34-yard line. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Hawk 70, Warrior 70. Go.
Still sticking with the passing game. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18. 70 Timberwolves. Rig alert.
Kick the running back in motion.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Throwing it again here. Short pass brought in. They drop it with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
Untranslatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Putting a receiver in motion.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and man.
Pressure mid, and it's blocked. Now this is picked up inside, up to the races, middle of the field. 30. The 10. And they scoop up the block and don't stop until they reach pay dirt. A shout out to the special teamers, Brock. They got somebody in free to block that kick, and things just got better from there as he took it all the way back.
These special teams coaches, they live in dark places, man, and they look for any vulnerability they can. A lot of times, you're a step slow, just a millisecond away. Not that time. It pays off in the biggest of ways.
This one is up and good. And the Cardinals bump the lead up to 13 points.
Bengals 10.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Needed a lot more to reach the landing zone, so the drive going to start at their own 40-yard line. Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short. Here's the final play of our first half.
7 Pirates, 7 Lions. Nothing.
Final throw before the break. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Hits him on the out route. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Throwing it on 2nd down. That one's complete over the middle. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
On 1st down, they'll run. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd
short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Come on. Ready?
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bengals get it back to within 6.
Bengals 17.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Has this at the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds him on the slant. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Shut up. Check. Hurt, Bronco.
Give now to the running back. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Here we go. Touch the Eagles.
First down, and they go right back to it. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Back to the well again. Headed right through the middle of the field. And this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
1st and 10.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
All set now. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinals.
Another carry for him. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Line quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
And this is what the modern safety is all about in today's game. More and more, we see guys with an interception and a sack in the same game who can line up seemingly in 10 different positions on the field. Almost a positionless defender, yet their impact can be so great.
3rd and long for him here. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Bengals get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go. Panther 11. 18, 70 race.
They'll throw to begin this drive. That one complete to Turner. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And this one doesn't go far.
He's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and
2. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Get it. 19.
Here he is on 3rd and short. He's going to loft one deep to the left. They connect on the deep shot. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A big 34-yard pickup there. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. New set of downs from the 37. Dive play straight ahead. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready up.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Dropping back to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And the Bengals have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's the backup. First throw. Finds a man right side. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals come through to tie it in the 4th. The touchdown brought it even, and this try can give them a 4th quarter lead. And he comes through on the kick to give them the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Makes the score Bengals 24, Cardinals 23.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Starting from the 5. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. They got to him early, and they laid a big hit on him.
At their own 19-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now a give running right. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Looking in the air here. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
Here we go.
Running it now out of the gun. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
70 Timberwolves.
Pass play now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 60.
Looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. The 30. Gets the 10. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Pat the 60, pat the 60. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Lone back gets the handoff. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Pat, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready,
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here we go, here we go. Top 70, cut back to him. Cut back to him.
Looking to throw. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He's got it deep downfield. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals now trail by just a point in the 4th. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay,
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready. 1st and 10.
ready, ready.
From the gun, here's a handoff. He scrapes together a yard at most. It's 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Cardinals with a little more work to do to win it here. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Go!
Line up the design keeper. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that can tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
New set of downs from 37.
Let's go.
They'll run here on 1st down. We'll call this a modest gain here, Brock. About 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Four yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Viking 18.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
On the ready.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. To throw. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
That one is good. And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
60, Buffalo 80. Panther 11, Buffalo 18, Rodwell. Ready?
He'll look to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're not going to have to run a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
It's a gain of 10.
On the go.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Setting up to pass. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field.
It's a gain of 9.
Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Ready? 60, go street.
Here he is to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look
yeah.
at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
We'll go with a design keeper. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the 1st down, too.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal.
Come on, street. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Back to throw. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Got it, ready?
35 seconds to go. It's 2nd and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
Trap 60, trap 60. 79 Broncos. 19 Lions.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Hits his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line.
Moving like green.
Looking to throw it. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
From the red zone on first. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings his ball game to a close. So the Bengals take this one on the road. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for him this year, but at least they were able to rally together here in this final week and close the campaign out with a victory.
Yeah, you know, once those playoffs are out of the picture, your focus really becomes building some hope for next season. Ending things on a good note, getting people excited about your tape and what's to come in the future. And in this win, we certainly saw some of those moments and make me excited to see them chase the playoffs next season.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports.
Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Can't stop.